almost gave up gardening. My garden used to be my happiness, but it became a source of pain. My knees hurt, my back hurts, the watering can is heavy. Everything that used to bring me joy became tiring. But one thought changed everything. The garden shouldn't adjust me, it should adjust to me. This video shows how to make your garden a place of comfort, beauty, and joy. No matter how old you are or what your physical limitations are, the garden can still be your favorite place on earth. Part 1. Redesign. A garden that protects you. A traditional garden requires too much from us. Squatting, digging, carrying heavy buckets. But let's be honest, this is not always realistic. Instead of adjusting yourself to an inconvenient structure, let's rebuild the structure itself to suit you. Start with distances. How far do you walk between tasks? Move tools, pots, and hose closer to the main work area to save energy and time. Move your favorite flower beds toward the entrance of the house. Widen paths. This is especially important if you use a cane, walker, or garden cart. Add a bench where you usually stop. Even a small chair next to an active bed can make a big difference. It's not just about convenience. It's about making sure your garden invites you in, not pushes you out. When space works for you, gardening becomes fun again. Part 2. Tools that take the load. Gardening doesn't have to be a challenge for your hands, wrists, or back. Modern tools are designed with age in mind. They're lighter, more comfortable, and gentler. Long cultivators, for example, will save you from having to bend over. Soft grip pruners are a real treat for your fingers, and models with swivel handles adapt to your movements. Electric trimmers and cordless shears can easily handle tasks that used to take your strength. It may seem like relying on technology is not real, but think of them like reading glasses. They don't do the work for you, they make it possible. Gardening doesn't have to be exhausting. With the right tools, you don't wait for the end of the day, but for the beginning. Part 3. Raised beds. A garden at your comfort level. One of the best gifts to give yourself is raised beds. With them, you can plant standing or sitting, without knee pain or back strain. They can be made of wood, metal, or even plastic. And the best part is that you control the soil yourself. If you have clay or rocky soil, raised beds with loose soil feel like a gardening paradise. Weeds are more visible and easier to pull out. Pests from the ground get to the plants less often. Install trellises at the ends, and grow beans or cucumbers vertically. And most importantly, such a garden is perceived not as a battlefield, but as a cozy set of small corners that are pleasant to care for. Part 4. The art of doing less. If the garden has become like work, then there is too much work in it. The right choice of plants is 80% of success. Some require constant care, others grow almost on their own. Perennials are real heroes. Plant once, enjoy for years. Plants native to your region are especially good. They are accustomed to the climate and almost never get sick. Ground covers like thyme or ajaga suppress weeds. Shrubs like hydrangeas or spireas provide beauty without the hassle. Stop fighting nature. Start making friends with it. When plants grow with pleasure, you have more time to simply admire them. Part 5. A garden from an armchair is also a garden. Yes, you can be a gardener without getting up from your armchair. Container gardens on a balcony or terrace are a great solution. Pots at arm's level, a comfortable chair nearby, and you're in business. Tabletop beds are suitable for herbs, flowers, and even vegetables. Vertical planters are also built to your level. Gardening in an armchair is slow, but it's the same slowness in which magic is born. You notice how a bud opens, how a bee flies to a flower, how a tomato turns a little redder. This is not less gardening. It is deeper. This is gardening with attention, not with running. Part 6. Watering without fatigue. A simple system for older gardeners. Watering is one of the most tedious tasks in the garden. Heavy hoses, awkward watering cans, trying to reach the far corner. But all this does not have to be done manually. Drip irrigation is a real revolution. It delivers water slowly, directly to the roots, saving energy and moisture. Connect a timer, and even if you forget or get tired, the plants will not suffer. Seepage hoses work on the same principle and are great for flower beds and vegetable beds. And for pots, choose self-watering planters with a reservoir inside. Do you want the simplest solution? Install a barrel to collect rainwater next to the garden and connect a lightweight hose to it. It is environmentally friendly and reduces water bills. Make watering almost automatic, and the garden will again become a joy, not a chore. Part 7. Safe paths. Walking without anxiety. Safety is the key to enjoying your garden. Uneven paths, slippery rocks, steep steps, all of these can be dangerous. Start by widening your paths, at least 90 centimeters wide, so you can safely walk or push a cart through. Use surfaces with good traction, dense gravel, ribbed tiles. Avoid loose mulch or stones, they can easily shift underfoot. Install handrails on steps and slopes. Add solar lanterns along the paths, this will improve visibility in the twilight. It is also useful to lay borders to prevent plants from creeping onto the paths. When moving around the garden safely, you feel free and confident, and can really enjoy the nature around you. Part 8. Relaxation Nook. A garden as a refuge. Gardening is not only about movement. Sometimes the most profound moments are when you just sit in the shade and breathe. Set up your relaxation nook. A bench under a tree, an armchair with a cushion, a small table for tea. Hang wind chimes nearby or put a bird feeder. Do you like to read? Bring a book. Do you like to socialize? Add a second chair. Relaxation is not laziness. It is the natural rhythm of nature. Just as plants need pauses between growth, so do we need moments of silence. A relaxation nook makes your garden not just a place of work, but a true refuge for the soul. Part 9. Plant what you love. A garden with personal meaning. One of the best ways to stay motivated is to grow what is important to you personally. Herbs for the kitchen, flowers from childhood, vegetables that will replace a trip to the store. When a garden means something, it stops being a business and becomes a part of life. Plant lavender or mint, and you will have a tea garden. Tomatoes, lettuce, radishes, they grow quickly in containers and taste better than store-bought ones. Do you like to share? Grow more and give to your neighbors or a local shelter. Seeing a smile when you give a bunch of basil or a bouquet of zinnias is indescribable happiness. A garden with a purpose is a garden full of meaning and inspiration. Part 10. A garden for communication. With grandchildren and friends. A garden is not only for solitude. It is one of the best places for connections between generations. Children are natural explorers. Give them a pot and seeds. Let them watch how life is born. Let them water with a small watering can, paint signs, collect leaves for a herbarium. For them, the garden is a classroom, a playroom, and a workshop all at once. And not just for children. Invite a neighbor over for coffee among the flowers. Have a seed exchange with friends. A shared garden brings conversation, laughter, and memories. And in the silence between them, you will understand. Your garden has become more than flower beds and vegetable beds. It is a place of love, communication, and life. Part 11. Small habits that make a garden special. Sometimes it's not the big changes, but the small habits that make a garden truly alive and loved. Start your day with a short walk around the garden. Just walk around without working. It's like a morning greeting to nature. Get into the habit of keeping a small basket in the garden for random picking, berries, leaves, petals. Such moments give a sense of connection. Hang a sign with an inspiring phrase or a line from your favorite poem in one of the corners. Or start a garden diary. Write down what has bloomed, what bee has flown in, what you felt. Add something of your own to the garden. A shell from your vacation, a heart-shaped stone, an old mug with flowers. These are the little things, but they are what turn an ordinary plot into your space. Don't be afraid to change things little by little. One new pot, one flower, one step. Small habits create a garden with a soul, not an ideal one, but a real one. The kind you want to return to. As we age, we change, but the garden continues to love us as we are. A good garden is not a competition. It does not demand perfection. It only asks for presence. Even if you plant only one pot on the windowsill, you are already in the dance of nature. Gardening is not a test. It is friendship. It gives more than it takes. And whether you are under a tree with a book or planting tomatoes in a bed, you are still a gardener. And remember, the best gardens are not the biggest or the most perfect. They are the ones where you feel at home.